Welcome to Cosmic Kickback, the galaxy's favorite talk show. My name is Josh, and with me is the Nick himself.
Hello, everybody. What's up?
Nick is nicked up right now, and we're ready to record.
Is that like bricked up, but for Nick?
I don't. Hey, you said it to me, bro. You texted me that like 20 minutes ago. And I was like, "What the hell?" All right,
bro. I'm hyped, bro. I mean, we got a lot of news to talk about. We're gonna talk about Love Lies Bleeding, which came out a little bit earlier this year, but I think it's still something worth talking about. Josh has some very strong opinions.
I do.
And we're going to hear them. But first,
Nick,
we got a lot of news to blow through.
First, the most important thing is, Nick, what does nicked up mean, bro?
It's just like you're excited for movies, bro.
Okay.
Don't associate it with like nicotine, bro.
You might be nicked up. Hey, it could mean that too.
I'm on the Zin.
Yeah, you got a couple Zins packed in your lip, and we're ready to talk some news.
I got the holiday Zin.
You got the Sprite Cranberry Zin collab.
Oh, God, bro. I could see them making that low key.
Oh, God. All right, bro. What's our first piece of news?
All right, the first piece of news, I thought I'd just put this way at the front because we just watched it. But Captain America, Brave New World, the newest official trailer dropped.
Yes, sir. Like 11 days ago.
Yeah, I mean, it's still pretty new. But whoever edited this, bro, they got to pay this man. They got to increase his pay.
Dude, yeah, like I was purposely avoiding this trailer just because I was like, oh, we already got like 3 or 4 of them. I'm good.
There's so many.
But this one says official, so I'm like, you know what? I'll watch just the official one, no more. I'm watching no more until this movie comes out. I'm glad I did, bro, because this trailer goes fucking hard. This is insane.
Dude, it got me excited. Even though the first or second trailer they dropped where it has like the text like it's I think the first trailer they dropped I thought was really good. This just made me even more hyped for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I feel like what's good is it didn't even really show too much more. It just kind of showed everything we've already seen, like already knew about, and it's just, I don't know, it's just a different vibe. It got me hyped, got me thinking like, oh shit, what's going on? And hey, bro, I'm ready.
Dude, I'm excited. I'm excited to see Anthony Mackie and what he does, bro.
I agree. Do you think? I mean, we see he's got a new suit. Compared to the one he had at the end of Falcon and the Winter Soldier show. Do you think it's going to be like made out of vibranium or something like the shield?
Honestly, I hope it is, because in the trailer, bro, he's going to face off against Red Hulk. So
he's going to need something, bro.
Yeah, he's going to need some shit. If he has the suit from the show, dog, it's
game over, bro.
Yeah, it looks like it's made of plastic, bro.
All right, well, I'm hype. We get a quick look. I don't know if you noticed it. I think you did. Of the hand from Eternals coming out of the earth.
Did dude. That? Yeah, they're finally gonna talk about that, right?
Yeah, I think there was like a report saying that the reveal was gonna be that hand coming out of the earth is like they're mining it for materials or something, and it's maybe that's how they introduce adamantium to the MCU, the metal that Wolverine and his skeleton and claws are made out of. Or they might just say, oh, it's vibranium again. But I feel like it makes more sense to do something new. So I don't know. We'll see. But
yeah, it's probably going to be like some turf war between like countries and stuff. Like I can see that being kind of the main conflict.
Yeah, I'm interested. I love this. Gives me hard like the OG Captain America trilogy. It gives me the same kind of vibes. And those go hard, so hey, I'm ready.
Dude, I'm hyped. All right, next on the trailers, we got a live-action How to Train Your Dragon trailer.
We did.
Did you watch this?
I think I did. It's literally just like the one scene of him going to like kill the dragon, right? It's just that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a cut-up sequence that like we get a look at Toothless.
Yeah, I saw that.
People are happy with his design.
I mean, it pretty much just looks exactly like the animated one, but like just hyper realistic.
I mean, yeah, it looks really good. I'm looking at the cast. It's got Gerard Butler, Nick Frost.
Hey, yo, Nick Frost. Hey, who's he gonna be, bro? Nick Frost?
Gilfor.
Okay.
I don't know. There is one thing I want to point to though, and I'm not gonna say this is controversy, but mostly just like fans, or not even fans, bro, just people on the internet being toxic. But Nico Parker, she's an actress who, I think she was in The Last of Us. She played Joel's daughter That's where I remember her.
Okay.
But she's playing Astrid Hofferson, who in the movie is is a white girl. She's a very, this movie's
In
based
the
around like
animated
Nordic
one.
times. Yeah, the animated
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
she's white. But in this one, they've just done something different. And so a really popular page on X, discussing film, posted the trailer, and then he had to mute his replies because people were just being like crazy racist
Oh
about the
yeah.
casting. So it's so fucking weird, bro. Like we
I
got the
mean,
same
yeah.
treatment with Little Mermaid when that was a
Oh my
cartoon being made
god.
into a live
Yeah.
action. People didn't like the casting. It's a mythical. It's not even a real mermaid, bro. They're not real.
Mermaids ain't real. And what I don't get is it's like okay, in my opinion, we don't really even need this movie. I don't really like when they just make an animated thing live action. Like a lot of times it's like I already saw this and I saw it in animation. Why do I need it in live action?
Yeah.
Um
Like how can it be better than the source?
yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
exactly. Like I don't think it's necessary, but I mean, I remember seeing How to Train Your Dragon. I remember I liked it. I'll probably end up seeing this, but in terms of the casting, I mean, bro, like there's flying dragons, bro. Like and they're like who gives a shit what color someone's skin is? Like it's actually insane that still pops up every time there's casting. Like I never understand it. Like like people are really talking about historical accuracy with like Nordic shit when there's dragons flying, bro. Like you give a fuck about historical accuracy. Like there's dragons in this, bro.
Dude, yeah. It's such a weird thing to like focus in on, bro.
I mean, and I'm pretty sure I saw a post somewhere. I don't. I'm not gonna take the time to pull it up, but I saw someone saying like he basically said the same thing I just said, but he also said even if you're talking about historical accuracy with like there not being anybody like that was black, I guess, in like Vikings. Like apparently in
And
history
Viking.
there were, I guess, but like I don't know if that. I mean, I didn't do the, but I saw someone claiming there were, and I was like, oh, so this dude just there were okay, I guess.
I'm looking it up. Yeah, it's saying that there were dark skinned like black Vikings.
So then like I don't. What the fuck are people talking about then, bro? Like oh my god, like historical accuracy or not, bro? It's a fucking. It's based on an animated kids movie, bro.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. You know the people that get impressed about this are like 30, 40 year olds.
Hey, it's the people that got hype from the new Stellar Blade update.
No life. What do you
Did
mean
you
stellar? What is that?
you don't know Stellar Blade?
What is that?
All
No.
right, this would be a quick news segment.
Okay, explain it
all
to
right,
me.
all right. So if you literally just Google Stellar Blade on your phone real quick, you'll see,
Okay.
you'll immediately get the vibe. It's kind of like a Dark Souls esque like fighting game, but the main character you play as and all of the side characters are like waifu girls. Like they just look like anime girls, but like,
Oh Jesus Christ,
dude, yeah, dude, and
dude!
they,
Just looking at the fucking stills of this
yeah.
shit.
Hey, and I have not seen a single game like actual fighting gameplay of this. I'm sure it exists online, but anytime I see it pop up, it's like obviously not showing the gameplay. But they just dropped a new update, and I don't know why it's popping up on my Twitter because I don't like Twitter nowadays is so weird, bro. I'll get like so much random shit that I don't follow and I don't even interact with. So I don't know, but um I saw the update and people were saying like all the update did is it added like I guess a collab with some anime, so it added a ton of like Gunner-esque outfits, like insane outfits, and it added photo mode. So like the Gooners are going crazy right now, bro. Like posing the character and like taking photos and shit. And they they updated like the jiggle physics of like the boobs and shit. And
What the fuck?
hey, yeah, right. You gotta hop on the game, bro.
It's a gooner up. I'm not buying that shit,
Hey,
bro. That sounds so like a waste of time, bro.
yo, Cosmic Kickback stream, bro. Nick's gonna be playing Stellar Blade.
Nah, dog. Hell no. What is that on like Steam? Oh hell no.
It's
on
not. It's I
PlayStation.
think it's a PlayStation exclusive.
Oh Jesus,
But yeah, hey, that just happened. That's current news. The same people
dude.
that
No
are
way,
hype about that are the ones complaining about the casting.
bro. Probably. They're like, she make her a waifu. God. All right. Next piece of news. Actually, this is another trailer. We got a new
Yeah.
Thunderbolts trailer that dropped.
Yes, sir.
I think this movie is actually looking to be really good, bro. I was a little disappointed when Steven Yeun dropped out, but this looks it looks like fun. It looks like fun.
Yeah, I was watching it and I was just like, dude, like, what am I watching, bro? Like, not that it looks bad. It's just I was like, what is going on? Like, what is the plot? Like, I feel like I'm glad that it's kind of just. It seems like what would you call it? Like a mosh pit of like random heroes. Oh, and Valentina is there again. We've seen her in a couple Marvel things for the last couple years.
She alright.
Yeah, it looks like she bought Avengers Tower. I guess we finally revealed who bought it.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I mean, it makes sense if she bought it, happy in them removing all their shit out of there, but
Yeah, that was like back in
like,
Spider-Man Homecoming, bro. That was like what, 2017?
dude, it was, wasn't it?
Dude, it's been that's how long it took them to fucking tell us who bought that shit, bro. They teased it back then.
I
Do you
feel
think
like
they knew?
I feel like they said it and they're like, let's just keep it private for now. Because if you say it, then you're gonna have to commit to that shit, you know?
We're like, we'll wait until we figure some shit out.
An anonymous buyer bought it.
Well, what do you think the plot of this is? Because we see some funny interactions between all of them. I actually like a lot of times I know the big complaint Marvel gets is that it's kind of corny and they have a lot of like dramatic or action intense scenes get broken up by like a one-liner or something. And there are some movies that are very guilty of that, like more so than others. But like I don't know, like maybe it's the way the trailer is edited. I low-key don't mind it. Like I feel like it just seems fun. It seems like I feel like if you take this too seriously, I feel like it almost doesn't work. Like I feel like you kind of need, especially characters like Red Guardian and like I don't even know what's going on. Like I don't know why. Like these people, I feel like they wouldn't be like a spec ops team where they're all like locked in together and like serious. You know what I mean? Like it just feels like I like the vibe that the trailer gave off. It seems fun. It seems like there's good action. I just don't know what's even happening. I don't know what the plot is.
The way Chels told me, she said that it seems like a Suicide Squad movie. Like it's a bunch of characters kind of just having to work together. And I agree.
I
like
get
it
that
reminds
vibe,
me a
yeah.
bit of that. But in this one, we have a bunch of like pre-established Marvel characters. And I don't know what the plot is, bro. Like my best guess is maybe Valentina is trying to send them on kind of a mission to either get like a lower prison sentence if some of them are like imprisoned, or some of them can just get like out of the country for like a get out of jail free card, and they just have to try to capture Sentry, which is like an overpowered fucking hero. And she's like, you know what? If y'all die, it doesn't really matter. Actually, it benefits me, Valentina.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's just a guess,
I feel like something with Sentry is gonna happen for sure. Like I like how they actually, because a lot of people were complaining about this online when they first announced the lineup for Thunderbolts, and someone made
like
a lot
heroes?
of yeah. They complained that they're like, bro, they all are basically super soldiers. Like they all just have guns and shoot and shit. And there's a line in the trailer where like one of them literally says something like that. Like they're like, bro, like we all just like shoot guns and shit, bro. And they like talk about like the super soldier shit. I feel like that's if based on that line, unless that's a reshoot, I guess it was intentional. And I guess it makes sense if they're facing Sentry. It's kind of interesting to have like, you know, someone who's like basically like a god, like in a way, facing like just people that are basically just soldiers. You know,
yeah, it's like, bro, Captain America fighting Thor, bro.
Yeah, like it's interesting, you know what I mean? Like the odds are against them, and I'm intrigued, you know, I ain't gonna lie.
They're the underdogs. I will say the character I'm most excited to see back is Yelena, Black Widow's sister. I really liked her in the Black Widow movie.
I'm always hyped to see some poo.
Oh God, some poo on screen, bro. I'm also hyped for Bucky too, because it looks like they made him more of a badass in this. And also, if I'm not mistaken, he's not in Brave New World, right? Like he's kind of just.
If he is,
I'm gonna do my own thing.
It's not a main character role. It's like maybe he'll like be mentioned in past. I don't know, but to my knowledge, no. But one thing I kind of like, and we get a little bit of it in the trailer, and I'm excited to see more of it. Is I thought about it like while watching it. Red Guardian. He's like from Russia, right?
Yeah.
And Bucky was like a Soviet, like, you know, like the Winter Soldier, you know, like they had him like brainwashed for like eras and decades and shit. They had him doing all this shit. So like the Winter Soldier would be like a hero to the Red Guardian, you know what I mean? Like he'd be like, oh my god, like, and in this he's like, oh my god, like the Winter Soldier's so cool. Like yeah, so like I'm kind of interested to see more of that dynamic, because like the Winter Soldier would be, like I said, like an icon for this guy, and like now he's like working alongside him, but it's just Bucky, and like I'd like to see that interaction. You know what I mean? I feel like that's an interesting combination.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of like good setup for good character banter, similar to how
Yeah.
like Infinity War brought that. The only one I feel like is gonna be out of place and kind of weird is Ghost, because like the last time we saw her was the second Ant-Man, which was
Yes,
like what
sir.
2020. When
Dude, I
was the
don't even
second
remember.
Ant-Man?
When did that come out?
2018? No way, it came out the
No,
same year as
it's like,
Infinity War, bruh.
wait, I think it did. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
it
yeah,
came out
because
right before.
it led
Yeah.
into it. It led into it. That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
That's
Hey.
crazy. I mean, her powers. She's actually the only one that kind of has some powers that could help her
Yeah.
in fighting Sentry. So we'll see. Maybe there'll be like a cool moment where she's like moving people around the room and like phasing. Like I could see some fun sequences, bro. I'm hyped for this. It looks fun. I
Yeah,
hope
I
it does
agree.
well.
I don't know why they're calling themselves like at one point Red Guardian says they're the Thunderbolts, and
Oh yeah.
I'm wondering like it's kind of funny because the other ones don't want to call themselves that. Uh, but I think it's kind of funny because like in the comics and like in this universe, I'd assume as well, like the Thunderbolt name comes from Thaddeus Ross, General Ross, Thaddeus Ross, who Harrison Ford is playing in Brave New World. So I'm wondering if that connects in some sort of way. Like I wonder how they're gonna explain that, because I'm pretty sure like his nickname is always Thunderbolt Ross. So if he's like, and in the comics that's why they're called the Thunderbolts, because I'm pretty sure he's the one that gets the team together. So like
Mm.
I'm kind of in. I mean, it's if he's literally being in Brave New World, like he's a character, and we know he's in it, and it looks like he's gonna play a big role. Like, I mean, he's Red Hulk and shit. I wonder if that's why maybe they're like, oh shit, we can't call ourselves that, bro. This dude just fucking went crazy.
Crashed out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm interested to see that connection.
Hey, we'll see. Maybe they thought about it far ahead. Maybe they didn't. Dude, I'm
We'll
looking
see.
at photos of Thunderbolts from the comics. Dude, they could have had Shang-Chi in this.
Yes,
They could
sir.
have had Moon Knight. They could have had Juggernaut. Bro, is this Crossbones?
Dude,
Bro, that would have been cool.
isn't he dead?
Yeah, dude, come on. He did not survive that shit from its Civil War.
Yeah, they brought him back, bro. He didn't die.
He's like even more fucked up. I'm good, guys. You just
Dude,
imagine.
Jesus, bro.
Okay. Yeah, we're hyped for Thunderbolts. I think that comes out early next year. So something to look forward to. I actually think Brave New World and Thunderbolts are going to be the only two Marvel movies, right?
I think so. Yeah, I don't think there's a third.
Dude, no way, bro.
I
We're going to
mean,
starve the rest of the year, bro.
we're getting Daredevil, the show. I
Oh,
think
that's
in
true. That's
March,
true.
so I think it'll be in between these two releases. But for the latter half of the year, I could be mistaken. Oh no, we're getting Wonder Man in December.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah,
You
and
see how
then
we forgot about it already?
hey, I'm hyped for Wonder Man, bro. I ain't gonna lie, it sounds interesting.
Hey, we'll see. We'll see. Oh,
Yeah.
this movie comes out in May. Okay.
But in terms of
So I
like
think,
theatrical releases, I think it's just those two.
yeah, so Brave New World, then Thunderbolts. Maybe they will connect, though, because Brave New World comes out before. So
These
we'll
two
see.
seem like they would overlap in some sort of way. I mean, they're both have to do with like ground level people.
Yeah.
And I think we were supposed to get in the latter half Blade, but that's been delayed indefinitely.
I mean, we could talk about this again.
I don't want to.
I don't think it's ever coming out.
Low key,
He,
I was gonna
they,
say that, but I think it might come out now.
I don't know, dude. They announced this like I think during the San Diego Comic-Con of 2019, bro.
Well, I don't think this is part of our news, but that is true. But like, I recently heard that there's a rumor that Marvel Studios is fast tracking a Midnight Suns movie into production, and it's going to. And also, this is another rumor. I take this one with an even more bigger grain of salt than the Midnight Suns movie. Mike, who's been on the podcast before, sent me a link saying that they were in production, or they were in the process of making season 2 of Moon Knight, but then they were like, oh, you know what, like let's just make it a movie instead. But I don't know if that's true. I feel like this might be a mixing of the two, because Moon Knight would be in the Midnight Suns, so maybe it's just that's what that news source got it mixed up, because I don't think they would make a Moon Knight movie and a Midnight Suns movie. I think they would just make a Midnight Suns movie.
Yeah, and I heard that Moon Knight season 2 is filming. I've seen like clips of Oscar Isaac
That
in
makes sense.
yeah, but
I think Mike dumb.
No, I don't know. Bro, I could see news sources just fucking mixing up words
I
for
think
clicks,
so,
bro.
but I've heard people say like, or there's a current this I don't know why this isn't our news, but yeah, apparently there's a Midnight Suns movie that they're fast tracking, like, and if that's true and they lock it in, then that if they got Mahershala Ali to get in that, then we would get Blade in Midnight Suns, and then they could probably lock him into a contract for
Yeah.
to get his
Maybe they
ass
can throw
locked in,
in
you
they could
know?
throw in Black Knight. Who else is in Midnight Suns? Doctor Strange, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if they would do that because we saw Doctor Strange kind of getting set up for like
Yeah.
another thing. I think they would make their own kind of version. I think it would be filled with like probably just like Moon Knight, Blade, Black Knight.
Venom?
Get Venom out, bro. Hell no. I feel like they would have to like add maybe one more person. Like I don't know if we can get a
Shang-Chi?
trio.
Is
They
Shang-Chi
could
in there?
get Shang-Chi in there. I feel like they could throw him in. Like why not? Um, but yeah, that's apparently happening. So if that's true, I'm excited for that.
Dude, that's a big piece of news. Holy shit.
No way you missed that, bro.
Well, because I saw I think a game cover for like a Midnight Sun game that was on
Uh-huh.
PlayStation, and it looks so hard, bro. Like the cover is like Doctor Strange, Venom, Shang-Chi, like it's all the Midnight Suns just like chilling there. And I'm like, bro, this would go so hard as live action.
Hey, well, actually, I'm reading it right now. It says MCU rumor suggests Blade delay has fast tracked the Midnight Suns film. It says the long rumored Midnight Suns film is happening a lot sooner than originally speculated. It's prioritizing bringing the vampire hunter Blade into the MCU via an alternate method with familiar characters, the Midnight Suns project.
Spider-Man.
What'd you hear?
Well, I'm just looking at the lineup, bro. Ghost Rider,
Oh,
Spider-Man.
oh no, no, they would bring in Werewolf by Night for sure.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I
Dude,
forgot
my
about
only
him.
question is like, how would the motivations work, you know?
Yeah, that's
And
they would have to figure it out. Yeah,
I don't think that they would like, I don't know, bro. I guess I'll just see.
This
We'll have to
says
see if something
although there
comes
have
out
been
about that.
several in iterations of the team, most Midnight Sun lineups consist of Moon Knight, Man Thing, Ghost Rider, Morbius, and Blade.
Yo, man thing.
Hey,
Teddy, bro.
he could pull back up. I don't think we're gonna see Morbius. I hope to God we don't. But yeah, that's happening.
Morbius is so ass, bro.
But yeah, there's some extra news that Nick forgot to add.
Hey, my bad. Dude, you should have brought that up. I didn't know anything about
Hey,
that. I just thought
I
Blade.
forgot too.
Mike didn't send me the link, bro. I
Well,
just thought Blade was delayed, all right?
but yeah, anyway, yeah, I think we will get Blade, and I think we'll get it that way instead.
You know, honestly, I'm fine with that. We don't need like a whole origin movie, bro. Just throw them in there. It's
Yeah.
okay to have movies where you introduce characters. What, like, bro, Suicide Squad gave us Peacemaker, and then he got his show afterwards.
And I
Like, just do
mean,
something like
yeah,
that.
everyone already knows who Blade is from like the
Yeah.
trilogy in the Earth. Like when it's a character like that, and he was just also in Deadpool and Wolverine, like the other version. So people
Only
like,
gonna be one Blade.
so people know who it is, you know.
Yeah, we don't need like a whole backstory. Just we want to see him
But we
in
still
that.
might even get it anyway. Like I feel like Marvel might lock in and be like, you know what, like, hey, sign this contract. It's 2 films guaranteed, and then they'll hold him on that, you know, so they can even though it's taken them
Bro,
forever, they'll finally make it at some point.
it just sucks what it's taken so long. You know, I thought we would
Yeah,
have gotten one in phase
I
4.
agree. But hey, it is what it is.
All right, moving on to the next piece of news.
Yes, sir.
Nicolas Cage is going to be playing John Madden in a biopic.
Okay.
I don't know who the studio is for, but that's all the news.
I mean, hey,
We
I guess
actually
so.
we got a behind the scenes photo too, bro, and they actually gave him like a fat suit.
Wait, really? You got a behind the scenes photo?
Yeah, let me send it to you. For anyone that doesn't know, John Madden's a very famous coach in the NFL. I'm sure if you're a dude, you've played like Madden before the game.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, I'm excited, dude. I like Nick Cage. Anything he's in, I will go see, bro.
It's not how big you are; it's how big you play.
Bro, he looks like it doesn't even look like him. Hold up,
You got the picture?
bro. You gonna watch?
I mean, if it seems like it's a quality film, maybe.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, I'm sending you the pic.
Send that thing, bro.
My only question is like, who's directing it and stuff like that. I wonder when we'll get a trailer, but this is coming out next year, I believe.
Okay, okay. All right, Nick sent me the photo. Oh, damn.
Bro, it looks big.
Holy shit.
I think he could do it. He actually kind of looks like him.
I mean, I like Nicolas Cage. He's a very over the top actor, so I would love to see him handle a biopic, I guess. See what he does with it. I wonder if Madden was over the top or something. That's why they cast him, or maybe he's going for a more nuanced. I don't know. I don't know.
Ooh, David O. Russell's directing this, bro.
Okay. Okay.
I believe he's done like The Big Short and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I'll probably take a gander at it.
American Hustle,
Oh
The
yeah, American
Fighter,
Hustle. Yeah.
Silver Linings Playbook. I like that film. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. He's made some bangers.
All right. So I feel pretty confident about it.
All right. We gonna see.
I'll be seated. All right. Next piece of news. Sophie Turner, who is the Queen of the North,
Mm-hmm.
is in talks to play Lara Croft in a Tomb Raider series that is coming to Amazon Prime.
Yeah. So I heard about this. I heard they were making the show, and now I guess Sophie Turner is one of their potential castings. Nick, what do you think of this potential casting?
Honestly, I'm excited. I don't know how old she is, and I don't think that she's too old to play Lara Croft. They could have her just be like an aged up version. But I'd be excited to see her and stuff. I haven't seen her in anything since Game of Thrones personally. And like Tomb Raider is such a badass series, bro. This is what we need is not like women spin-off or rip-off of shows, but like the cool like badass shows that have women as like the central character for them to be made, bro. So women can have their own thing to like go watch and stuff. And also anybody can enjoy it because it's just good. But I'm excited for this. I think that she could definitely play a good Lara Croft. It's only just about if they have a good story, like good writers.
You know, I don't know how I don't know how I feel about it, bro. I agree with you. The casting, it wouldn't have been my pick, but I mean, I never count someone out until I see, like what they got to bring. Um, I personally would have liked maybe like Melissa Barrera. I think she could have been a good Lara Croft.
Holy shit. I didn't even think of that.
I think she kind of like gives the vibe, but I mean Sophie Turner literally is British, I'm pretty sure. So
Yes.
she wouldn't even have to do a change of dialect, like she would just already have the voice. But I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
I will have to see. My question is like, is she gonna come to the US to work and stuff? Because I don't know if you knew this, but her and I believe Joe Jonas, whoever
They were
one of the Jonas
married.
brothers, yeah, they were married. Then they got divorced, and she wanted to like take her kids back to Britain or England, wherever she lives. But Joe was like just chilling, like holding on to their kids.
Kid type shit.
So I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I'm like, is she gonna come to the US to film? Are they gonna film in Britain? Like,
Yeah,
I don't
who
know.
knows?
That's just a whole other like thing I'm
Is
thinking
is
about.
this confirmed or is this a rumor?
I mean, I just know that they've divorced and she went back to
Oh
England
no
and
no
she
no! I
wanted to
know
like,
that. Yeah, I'm talking about the casting.
oh yeah, yes,
It's
my bad, my
confirmed
bad.
or a rumor?
It's confirmed. It's
Oh, it's
confirmed.
confirmed. They did cast her.
Yeah, so it seems she's already cast.
Oh wait, it says in talks. Nick, ain't no way you just say confirmed, bro.
My bad. I'm gaslighting.
It says
Hey,
the
so you're.
adaptation is set to stream on Prime.
I mean, if she's just in the talks, bro, then maybe your dream could come true, bro.
I mean, I don't mind. I feel like it could work. I see a lot of people hating in the comments. They're all saying she's too white, but I mean, dude, Lara Croft is literally a British white woman. They just make her tan because she's in the jungle, I guess. Dude, it's a game, bro. It's a video game character. Who cares, bro? As
Someone
long
said
as
no hate. She was terrible in X-Men.
I mean, that movie is just ass. It's not even her fault, bro. Everyone's bad in that.
Like the whole movie bad.
It is, bro. All right. Well, anyway, I'm fine with that. I think anybody can do anything if I trust the casting director.
Okay. All right. Next piece of news. This is actually the last piece of news.
Okay.
Alan Tudyk is returning as Clayface in the DCU's Creature Commandos, which actually comes out, I believe, December 5th.
Oh yeah. I like I think it's Tudyk.
Tudyk.
Tunic.
I don't know.
I think it's Alan Tudyk, I think is how you pronounce it. But no, yeah,
Okay.
he's already in Creature Commandos voicing someone else, so I guess he's now confirmed to do Clayface in the DCU, but he actually already voices Clayface in the Harley Quinn show.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that's
He's like
him.
an actor, dude.
Yeah.
That actually might be like my favorite Clayface. He's just so fucking funny, bro.
He
Like that whole
is, yeah.
show. Even what's his name? Like Mind or Brainiac? Not Brainiac.
Oh,
Who's the little
the
short
little
dude, bro?
guy. Oh, I can't remember his name, bro. But
Like
yeah,
Brain Master or some shit like that. But
I forgot.
the dude, that whole Harley Quinn show is so well done, bro. I
It
hope
is.
actually that it gets renewed,
I mean,
or
so
just
far it has been,
continued. Yeah, I just hope it gets continued in this canon within like the
yeah.
DCU that James Gunn has, bro. It's so good, bro. Even the dude that plays King Shark.
Oh yeah, dude, I love that show. It's so funny. I haven't watched the last season I think that came out. I'm a little behind. I know they dropped a full spin-off show with like Kite Man.
Oh
Did you
yeah, they
see that?
did, bro.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
gotta
see it,
watch
but
that.
I was like, okay, okay.
I mean, Kite Man's fucking funny as shit too, bro. Like that whole show. I low key want to rewatch it now, dude.
I mean, bro, why is Kite Man a hero, bro?
Hey,
Or
we'll
a
find out.
villain? What? I don't. Hey, he pulled Poison Ivy though.
He did. Hey, but Alan Tudyk or whatever, he's a really good voice actor. He's also a good actor. He was in Doom Patrol season 1. It's like the only season of Doom Patrol I watched, but I heard they're all good. But no, he's really good. So I am actually excited to see him in the film, or I guess in the DCU, because I know James Gunn said that he's gonna try and have the animated and the live action stuff kind of cross over and like everything's all connected. So I think like this is good casting, and I'm excited to see where it goes.
Like, trust me, guys, I'm actually cooking.
Hey, low key.
Oh, there's actually another piece of news talking about James Gunn, and we can close out with this. There was
Okay.
a reel that I saw. I don't know by who, but it was James Gunn getting interviewed, and he was talking about how at the end of Peacemaker season 1, spoilers if you haven't seen it,
Oh yeah.
Justice League pulls up.
Mm-hmm.
He said that they're gonna address that in season 2 of Peacemaker, because I mean, pretty much that whole Justice League is like non-existent.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know how they're going to, but I just thought that was funny. He was being funny about it in the interview. He's like, "Yeah, we're gonna explain that in season 2, because he's like, that's not the Justice League." He said something like that, but I mean, I don't know how they're gonna do it, because we saw close-ups of the Flash,
And
of Ezra
Aquaman.
Killer, and yeah, and
Dude.
Aquaman.
I don't know. I saw a quote from James Gunn where he said all of season 1 is canon to the DCU except for the Justice League appearance.
Yeah,
So
pretty
I
much all
think,
the season
yeah,
1 is fine, but he's like,
which
yeah,
yeah, I guess that's the easiest way to do it. Just like literally, because like they mentioned Batman, they mentioned Superman and all that, and like other heroes. Like Peacemaker talks about them, kind of shits on them in season 1, and I guess like since we never see them, it doesn't really matter. But we do see them at the end, so yeah. I mean, I guess the easiest way would just be like, oh, that's actually not canon. Like, just imagine they never showed up and Peacemaker just like walked off on his own. You know what I mean?
honestly, I hope that they just cut out that part, because why did they? I feel like the fact that they pulled up at the end made me less excited, because I was like, bro, I was so invested in just this being like Peacemaker and like his on the ground story. But
I
I
thought it
don't know,
was a
maybe they'll,
funny joke, but yeah.
yeah. I mean, yeah, he says like go fuck a fish or something to Aquaman.
Yes,
Which
sir.
is fucking funny. So that was worth it, bro.
Real quick, Nick, before we get into Love Lies Bleeding, there's one last thing, Nick. I know you saw that Minecraft trailer, bro.
Oh my god, bro.
Nick, did you watch it?
I did.
What you think?
I thought the opening part was funny when it's like a little boy Steve with like the blue shirt on and shit.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. It still looks very jarring.
Yeah.
Even just seeing like the reality of like the humans inside of this like animated world. I like how you got to see a lot more of like the game being in the film. Like you saw blocks being put down, you saw fucking zombies, you saw a wolf getting tamed. Like that
Yes,
shit was
sir.
cool. And I feel like when I was watching the trailer, those parts were making me kind of chuckle, a little nasal exhale. But it still looks really weird. It looks fun. It made me a bit more like, okay, this doesn't look as bad as it is, but I don't know, bro.
Said, as a child, I yearned for the mines.
I yearned,
I mean,
bro.
yeah, I don't know what to expect from this. I think, I don't know. I'm interested still, obviously, because it's like, that's such a big IP. And I'm even more interested because it's directed by, I think, Jared Hess, who did Napoleon Dynamite and Nacho
Yeah.
Libre. So, like, I feel like that dude like cooked so many times that, and like he just kind of like took a back seat and vibed for a bit, that like I'm like, oh damn, like let me see what he can do with like this big ass like budget. Like I'm interested to see what they do, but I do agree with you. It does look a bit jarring in some shots. There's a shot near the end of the trailer where they're like running away from like the creepers, the skeletons, and the zombies at night, and it literally looks like they're like running in place with like a moving green screen background.
That's where it looked weird. It looks so weird.
So I don't know. I mean, there's still time for them to like use the VFX, fix it in post. Uh, but I don't know.
Dude.
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, this has Danielle Brooks. We just talked about Peacemaker. That she's charming. You know, I'd go see it for her.
It also has Aquaman, bro.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, literally 2 people from Peacemaker in this. It's so weird. Yeah, it looks weird, bro. And I feel like when it's real people in a movie where it's like just an animated background, bro, it reminds me of that clip of Patrick Stewart, or no, is it Ian McKellen? Either one, the dude who played Gandalf. He's like acting in Lord of the Rings, and literally everything around him is just a green screen.
Yes,
and you can see him like getting fucking frustrated, just like having to act around just a bunch of green shit. Like I don't know, it's only as good as like your actors can make it out to be, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean,
so
we'll see. This could bomb.
I'll give it a chance to cook, but yeah.
We'll see, bro.
And are you prepared for Love Lies Bleeding?
Bro, I'm ready.
All right. Well, this
let me look at when I watched this.
Yeah. Pull up your letterbox. This came out back in the early half, I believe, of the year.
May.
It was May. Damn. Nick, I pulled up my letterbox. I saw this right when it came. No, Nick, it came out in March, bro.
My fault.
No, wait, Nick. Yo, I just saw it 2 months late, bro. I saw it March 19th, so I think I saw it right when it came out because I actually was excited for this. But I mean, I feel like we should just go full spoilers because this movie's been out for like almost the entire year.
It's on Max.
It is on Max, so if you want to watch this and then come back, go watch it. It's on Max. This is your only warning. Nick, what did you think of this movie?
You know, when I saw the trailer for this in early March, I was also pretty excited about this, and the finished product I think was a pretty entertaining movie. We got Kristen Stewart, Katy O'Brien, and then they're like these two people that just happen to meet and fall in love, and it's a thriller. There's crime and shit. For me, I feel like 2/3 of the movie, maybe 1/3, or like maybe half of it, okay, is pretty good. But then the third act of the movie is just so like not out of left field because you can see where it's going, but something happens where I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? And I feel like that just makes a movie. Not that a movie can't be good if you can't understand it, bro, but it's also like you got to end your movie with some type of rewarding shit. Because I just sat down and watched the whole thing, and I even tried to watch videos like after, you know, when you go on fucking like new rock stars.
No way you looked up an explanation video for this movie, bro.
Well, bro, this girl was juicing the whole time. Katy O'Brien's character is like, she runs away from home. She's trying to be some bodybuilder. She starts like juicing and hanging out with Kristen Stewart's character who works at a gym.
Yes, sir.
And then by the end of it in the third act, she becomes like dead ass like a fucking big person, like a 20-50 foot person. And then like tries to kill Ed Harris. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, what did you think that was? We can talk about the story as a whole. We can talk about the ending. I mean, we could start anywhere, bro. It doesn't matter.
So like it's been a while since I saw this, but that ending, for me, it honestly kind of ruined the movie for me because like it just pulled me out of it, and I'm honestly confused on why and how so many people have such high ratings for this. Because like no offense to the people, like the movie's made very well. It's just like how you said, like it doesn't feel rewarding. Like it really doesn't. It just feels like, because like, okay, so like the context of it is Kristen Stewart's dad is like this evil guy who's like killed people throughout the years, and it's like kind of revealed. I don't remember the specifics of it. I just know he's like a bad guy who's got dirt on people, and he's kind of got Katy O'Brien's character in his pocket at one point, and then she goes and kills somebody at one point for him, or I don't know. I don't remember the specifics, but at the end, at the climax, Kristen Stewart's character is pulling up to confront her dad, and Katy O'Brien's there, and they finally like come back together because they I guess broken up, or they had a miscommunication on why. Yeah. So they're back together, and like Kristen Stewart, I think, saves her. She was tied up, I believe. And then she tells her to run away, like run off, like get out of here. My dad's gonna kill you or something. I'm gonna deal with my dad. And I guess I thought Kristen Stewart was gonna kill her dad, or they were gonna kill him together, something, because this guy's like a evil guy, and there's like they talk about it throughout the film. This is where I'm just like, holy shit! Like you said, Nick, out of nowhere, it just in the fucking climax of the film, and there's been no other scenes in this film that have been this, I guess, like supernatural, or like, I don't know, like this is literally just out of left field, out of nowhere. Katy O'Brien's character, like you said, is like a fucking giant. Like she's so big to where she can pick up Ed Harris with her hand. Like she's literally a giant. She picks him up, and that's how they defeat him. And then it just cuts to them running through the clouds together, and then it's done. And I was just like, what the fuck is going on, bro? Like I feel like it like you said, it just feels so unrewarding, because I really actually like the first 2/3 of the film. I was so invested with I think Dave Franco's character and everything going on with that, and they like kill him, and he was like and then trying to cover it up, like all of that. I was so invested. I was like, oh my god, this is good. It gave me like vibes of like Thelma and Louise, but like crime and like bodybuilding and shit. Like I was so like into it. So the fact that at the climax of the film, it's almost like they didn't know what to do. So I don't know. I don't know if they have like or they're trying to say like, oh, it's actually like an allegory for this. Like, this is why she's big. Like, but bro, like, it's just like, dude, I don't know. Like, if like 80% of your film is grounded in not even 80, like 99% of your film is grounded in reality, like that, like out of nowhere, just having somebody become a 50-foot person just completely takes me out of it and just completely ruins it for me.
Yeah, bro, I totally agree. Like the first half of this movie, it was really good. We got Dave Franco in this.
Mm-hmm.
He sleeps with like Katy O'Brien's character to get a job at this gym / like shooting range.
Yeah.
And then it turns out that that's like Kristen Stewart's, I guess, sister's husband. So it's like, oh fuck, they're already got these dirty ties and stuff. It's already really messy. And then they end up killing Dave Franco because he like beat the shit out of his wife.
Yeah.
And they have to cover up the murder, and that whole part was interesting, bro. Like, there's a part where Kristen Stewart and Katy O'Brien are like, she's like, all right, get inside of my pickup truck, like I'll drive your car. She's like, I'll put the body in the back. And then there's also this other character, I forget what her name is, maybe like Lily or something like that, but she's like obsessed with Kristen Stewart. And
yeah.
At one point she just sees her like fucking across the street while she's trying to get rid of this body. And she's like, what the fuck? She's like, what are you doing? Like, it just made the whole scene tense, bro. And then she ends up getting shot.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, I forgot about that.
That part was a fucking surprising ass scene. That caught me out of nowhere too. And then there's a whole sequence where Kristen Stewart has to like hide that body while the CIA or some police officers come to her house to question her. And she has a dead body like in her house.
Like, oh my god, yeah, that scene was very tense. Yeah, oh my god.
There's so many good sequences of this, bro. And then I agree wholeheartedly with what you said. When you show a film that's just like completely grounded, people shoot people, there's consequences, like nobody lives, and you just have this out of left field, it feels weird. And I the only thing I picked up on it was that Katy O'Brien's character is juicing the whole movie. I think Kristen Stewart gives her like, what the fuck is it called, dude? Not trend. Steroids? Yeah, steroids. Yeah. She gives her those because she has access to them. And throughout the movie, you can see like her calves and her arms kind of just like vibrating and making this like weird sound, like a crunching noise.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, is she gonna fucking just overdo it and become like super huge? Like, is this kind of in both in their heads? Like, this is her way of seeing them overpower him. I don't know. That's the only kind of straws I could grasp at it, but I didn't really get it. And I don't want to sound stupid, like I'm hating on it because I didn't get it, but it didn't feel like satisfying at the end. I wanted
I
to see
mean,
something cool.
yeah, I feel like we do get it, bro. I would argue to anyone that tries to tell me like that. Like I understand what you're saying. That's probably like what they are going for, but like I don't know, bro. I just disagree with it. Like I feel like for me, the film ramps up significantly as it goes on. You know, like Act 1 is crazy stuff does happen in it, but like it's still grounded in somewhat of a reality that you could imagine. Act 2 significantly ramps it up with like, the steroid use and like much more killing and like, it gets kind of insane, but it's still kind of, it's going in a way where like I'm invested now. So like I accepted the reality and I'm like, okay, cool. Like I'm still fine with this, but I just don't think there's any way that you can gradually go from like that to insane to, 50-foot woman. Like I just don't think it's possible. And I even if you're like trying to make that comparison with it saying it's, I don't know, like it's like that's how they saw her or whatever. Like I just would have preferred to see her overpower. It just doesn't feel satisfying to me. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel satisfaction in her just picking him up and then it's done. I would have much rather preferred to see her like just as herself go and overpower him, like in a regular size. I don't know. And I also don't get it. On Letterboxd, most people gave this a 4 out of 5. Like it's got an average of 3.6 out of 5, and the majority of people have given it a 4, then a 3.5, then a 3.5, then a 3. I gave this a 2. I'm going to say it right now. I gave this a 2 out of 5. I think you were a little bit nicer, and you gave it a 3 out of 5. Yeah. I don't know. For me, I think it's just because I was a bit more harsh because I liked it so much up until then. I don't know. What did you write for your review, Nick?
All I put was Katy O'Brien should have been cast as She-Hulk for real.
Oh yeah, God, yeah. See, Nick,
dude, because I just had nothing. I had no fucking words for this movie, bro. I gave it a good fucking 3 stars, and then I was like, all right, bro. That's all I said. I mean, bro, she should have been cast. I stand by that.
I mean, what you wanted like a live action She-Hulk? Like you didn't want CGI? You wanted them to do like what they did with Lou Ferrigno and Bill Bixby?
Bro, I just thought that like her physique in this was really impressive. Like you can tell that. I think that's one thing I appreciate is the actor put on some weight. They made her look like an actual gymnast. And there's even a sequence where she goes to the lifting competition, but then she fucks it up, dude. I think she beats the shit out of someone and then just throws up.
That roid rage, bro.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Well, let me read what I wrote. I wrote this back in March 19th, so I don't even remember what I said. I said, I feel bad leaving such a low review because the first half of this movie is really good. The second half, particularly the third act, feels like an entirely different movie. There are so many contrivances that by the end, I'm completely checked out and convinced they didn't know what they were doing anymore with this story. Which sucks because the movie starts off very strong. Kristen Stewart and Katy O'Brien have great chemistry and performances in a grounded story, but by the end of the movie, it feels like this isn't even the same movie anymore. I am not joking when I say something happens in the final 10 minutes of this movie that might be one of the dumbest and out of nowhere things I've ever seen in a movie ever. Such a disappointment because it starts so strong, and definitely could have been way better. That's my review.
Agree.
Give it 2 out of 5.
That's better than my review.
I agree.
Gave it a 2 out of 5.
I mean,
isn't that crazy though? Dude, I want to say 75% of this movie, honestly, just up until that last part that just kind of pissed me off. Like, it is really good, and probably a majority of this movie is 3.5 of 4. But it's at the end,
I agree.
that kind of just takes all those stars away, and I'm like, okay, like that was. It just feels like it was building up to something, and I'm like, what? And then
I agree.
That's not even the end to end. After that, they get in her truck, and and they still have the dead body of that blonde chick that Katy O'Brien shot, and she's
Mm-hmm.
still alive, bro. She's
Yeah.
like moving, and so Kristen Stewart gets out of the car, she chokes her, and then the ending sequence, which I actually thought was pretty cool. It's a shot from like the
Yeah, I
truck
like the last shot. Yeah.
inside. You see Kristen Stewart like just burying this body. And then I like how her character pulls out a cigarette, which because I don't know if you remember, she's like trying to quit. I feel like a lot of this movie
Mm-hmm.
has to say about like vices and quitting and shit. Like Katy O'Brien's addicted on steroids.
Oh yeah.
Kristen Stewart's like trying to quit smoking and shit, but then all this stuff happens in her life. Like clearly they both got vices, and maybe this movie's kind of meant to be like, oh, this is like Thelma and Louise, but like if they shouldn't have been together because they kind of fucked up a lot of stuff, bro. They killed like 3 people. If you think
Yeah.
about it, maybe more actually, because there's that ditch
Oh
that
yeah.
that brings a that happens that comes up in like the movie, and Ed Harris's character is like a mob boss. He drives a lot of people's cars into that ditch, and no one can ever find it. I thought that whole aspect was cool. Ed Harris was really good in this. I will say that, playing like a really weird, creepy, like dad, evil kind of character, I think really worked for him. I think he's
Yeah.
definitely a highlight of this for me.
Yeah, I agree. It's just, yeah, I think for me it's mostly just disappointing because I do agree. Like I remember being really locked into this movie. Like
Mhm.
I think I definitely would have probably given this a 4. Like it was that good in the other parts. It's just it just shows like how the ending of the film I guess matters so much for a lot of people, and I guess me, because like a lot of, actually I don't know, I guess I can overlook endings that are, I don't know. um
Fantastical.
yeah, but like to me I guess it was just too much for my personal taste, because I'm in the minority here in terms of the rating. Most people are giving this, like, this is an average of like a 3.5 or 3.6. Like I'm almost 2 whole points below the average.
Dude, that's crazy. I mean, maybe when we post this, somebody will comment a fucking paragraph just why the movie is good.
I would, I mean, I'd love to hear why people like the ending or like explain it in some sort of way. Cause I will say I didn't try and like research it like you said, like how you looked up like ending explained and all that. I didn't do that, and I didn't care to. I was just so, I remember I saw this with Carla, and both of us were in the same boat. We both were like, dude, like I was so into this. I loved this movie, and then the ending, I don't know what the fuck happened. Like we both didn't like it.
Damn, so it's a consensus from both y'all.
Yes, sir.
Well, this is by Rose Glass. She's done, I don't know if you've seen this movie, Saint Maud. That was another A24 film, but that came out, I believe, 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a horror movie, and I know a lot of people really like that. That was her debut.
Type shit.
But I'll have to check out that one maybe because I'd like to rank her shit.
I agree.
The two movies, bro. Yeah, I really like this. I mean, overall, it's kind of just the ending. I feel like maybe I would have rather seen just like a shootout between
Yeah.
like them two and a couple of guards, and they barely make it out, and I'm like, oh shit. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know, dude. It's so weird. It's like, yeah, it's a very grounded movie. Like, if you were just to have like the Penguin, like the TV show, it's very on the
Oh
ground
yeah.
crime, and then out of nowhere, just fucking like, I don't know, dude. What's something weird like Man Bat, or like Mr. Freeze just pulls up in the show. And he's like, yeah, like it would just feel out of nowhere. It's out of left field. That's what it is.
It is. I feel like if they added more fantastical elements, maybe in the second half, like maybe there's a part where she gets a bit bigger at one point, I would still be like, what the fuck? But then I guess they would, I guess maybe then there's like more build up to it happening. Like there's, I don't know. It just felt like, it felt like going from like 0 to 100, bro. Like it went from 0. This movie does ramp up a lot. It goes from like 0 to like 10 to like 50, but then it goes from like 50 to 1,000 in like the last 10 seconds, like last 10 minutes, and I just feel like it's too much for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they both fucking died, bro. Maybe their dad killed them, and they're just like
Yeah, this is just like their,
they're both
yeah.
just gripping onto life, and they're just dead.
I guess so. I mean, I feel like if they didn't have the scene of them in the truck, then I could buy that more, because then the final shot would have been, I guess, them kind of running together in the clouds, which I guess could be, I guess you could see that as them going to heaven or like some sort of afterlife together.
Yeah.
But like the fact that after, and I for a second actually when I was watching it, I think I did get that. Like I thought the scene, that shot of them in the clouds looked kind of weird. It looked kind of funny. I think
Kind of
it
cool,
made.
actually. I'm
I think I
rewatching
kind
it
of
right
laughed. Yeah, I kind of
now.
laughed at it because it just I didn't expect it. But I
What
think
the hell?
if that was the final shot, which I thought it was about to be, I thought it was about to fade out or cut to black, and that was gonna be it. Then I would have been like, oh, okay, maybe they did die, and maybe because a lot of times they say when you have a near death experience or you do die, your brain kind of just goes crazy and kind of fills your head with
Like memories.
in memories and also like insane like visuals and just like I mean that's why people take DMT, like this drug that I guess goes through your brain when you have a near death experience. It's and people take it like it's fucking insane. I would
Yeah,
never take
it
it.
releases the chemicals
Yeah.
that gives off your brain gives off when dying. Which, but that's
Yeah.
fucking. Why the
I
fuck
would
would you
never
want to
do
do
that.
that?
I would get fucking terrified, bro. But like I've heard people have taken it and they've literally had things where they literally within like a span of 5 to 10 minutes have fantasized like an entire other life. So like that just sounds insane to me. But like I brought that up just to say like maybe if it would have ended without the truck scene, I could have seen it as them maybe passing on, and that's why the insane shit is happening visually. Like it's their brain dying. But I don't know. I don't think they were doing that. I think they were just like I don't know what they were doing, man. Like for me as a filmmaker, I don't think I would
What
have
were
a
they
film.
doing?
I wouldn't have a film that's 90% grounded with guns and like even though it does go outrageous in some points, it never goes fantastical. And then
Yeah.
just out of nowhere be like, you know what, bro? Like then the Hulk pulls up and just fucking shits up. Like I would never write that, bro. Like I don't know. I feel bad shitting on it because it's really well made. Like the whole movie's really good.
Yeah, dude, the vibe, like let me add this because it sounds like I'm just shitting on it because of the ending, and I don't want people to think that
Yeah.
I'm like bitter, but the cinematography in this is fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
I
The
really like,
music is good too. This
yeah, the music is
soundtrack,
really
yeah.
good. This sounds like it takes place in like the 90s or 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
And recently I just watched Twilight, which is also,
Yes, sir.
hey, bro, those movies are fire. But also the acting from Kristen Stewart is so different from the level that it is in this movie. Like she's just matured so much as an actor, so she was a really good lead. And I don't think I'd ever seen Katy O'Brien in anything before. So I thought that she was great. And then
Mm-hmm.
Dave Franco too. I was like, this fucking dude is in it. I mean,
Oh
not for
yeah.
long, but that was a surprise.
Yeah, I agree.
A lot of this movie is good. It just maybe the ending needed like maybe they needed like two endings, and they just needed to test screen and be like, all right, which one do people fuck with more?
I wonder if they did any test screenings, bro, because I feel like like if they test screened this, I would have said the same shit. And like I don't know, man. I would love to we don't really have much time left because you got to get to work, but like I would love to go through reviews and like just see what people are saying.
I mean,
Like
bro, on Rotten Tomatoes, this maybe we can for a little bit because on Rotten Tomatoes, I swear this thing has like an 80 or a 90.
what are people like okay, what are they saying? Is anyone addressing the end?
I mean, dude, that's all people have to be talking about. Let me go on Rotten Tomatoes. You go on Letterboxd, bro.
Okay.
I'm going on the audience score, right? Fuck the critics.
Should I
I don't,
sort it by like the newest reviews?
yeah, I'm doing like
Like more
newest.
recent? Okay.
All right, somebody said 1 star. Way too violent and tragic.
Damn.
Somebody gave this a 10 out of 10, bro.
Okay, Jesus.
Superb acting, especially Kristen Stewart. Entire audience applauded deservingly afterwards.
Jesus. I don't see
Very
anybody addressing the end, bro. Like I
okay.
agree with everything these people are saying, but no one. Oh, hang on. I found someone's talking about it. This person at the very last paragraph in the review, they say the ending may annoy some, and it bothered me for a minute after watching, but after really sitting with it, I think it works pretty well. They didn't explain
Okay.
how though. They just said they think it works.
All right. Well, Julio on Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 5 out of 10.
Okay.
I was very excited to see this movie after such an amazing trailer. Although I want to say that I was a bit underwhelmed, especially with the ending. The film does not have a good story overall, but the ending feels a little rushed. However, the film does have some great acting, specifically in the lead roles.
Mm.
Dude, someone gave this a fucking a 1 out of 5. Dude, no, a half star out of 5. I just don't understand how this has good reviews. Half the movie was a porn. I was cringing and laughing at how bad it was with my friends the whole time. The only other 3 people behind us thought the same. Best part of the movie is when it ended and my friends started a slow clap. These reviews must be fake. Bro, could they be fake?
Hey, they got bot accounts, bro. Well, look, this is what someone said. They said the storyline itself took itself in a direction I wasn't expecting, and for the most part I was on board. Up until the last 15-20 minutes. That's when the deep dissatisfaction and upset set in, when you realize they probably just ran out of ideas and took a bunch of drugs in the writer's room. No judgment, but come on. I get what they were trying to do. It just was pushed a little too far out of its remnant, not because of outlandish experimental choices are bad, just with the general vibe of the film not being that sort of, it felt a bit, well, fucking outrageous. Watching a film with hard-hitting scenes where you're fully invested and then bursting out with laughter at the ridiculousness of the pinnacle moment of a film certainly isn't giving filmmaking 101 in my book, but I'm sure it tickles the tassels of many other people, so I can only speak for myself.
Damn.
Okay.
All right, I got one more. This is a 4 out of 10 from Ian on Rotten Tomatoes. He said the characters and story were captivating in some ways, but the overstimulated visuals, particularly of the bodybuilder's veins strengthening with every steroid injection, made this an overall pretty flimsical movie. I don't know what that means. The dramatic effects took away from the storyline and turned this film into a wacky fiction that's hard to take too seriously. The plot started out as compelling and kept me engaged, but it steadily went downhill as the movie went on, culminating in a strange, nonsensical ending. I will say that the movie ultimately didn't deliver the goods.
Yeah, I feel like there's other people in here that feel the same way. I would love to hear someone that is loving this, because I see a lot of 4s. I see a lot of people saying like, oh my god, this was so good. Some of y'all are gonna hate this. Some of y'all are gonna be on the right side of history. 4.5 out of 5. Like, bro, tell me like what you liked about it. Like, tell me what the ending, I love the film. I think, like I said, 90%, but like the very end.
Yeah, I will just say, bro, it's like they're very similar in the ways of, I will say, Goodfellas. So it's like, what if I was watching Goodfellas and at the fucking last 2 scenes, bro, like a fucking car just transforms and starts killing them all. Like,
fucking Transformer pulls
I'll be
up.
like, what the fuck was I just sitting here getting so invested in, bro? This is a Transformers movie? Like, I don't know. Maybe that's a shitty example, but I'm like, they're both crime thrillers, and then it just takes a turn. And it's like, oh, it's like this genre shouldn't be a thriller then. I feel like it should be like a fantasy.
Yeah, I
Like,
hope somebody who likes this movie like a lot finds this review and leaves us a comment.
Honestly, please, yeah. I'm not even like hating, bro. For me, it didn't hit.
I agree. I mean, okay. Like, I will say, like 90% of the film did hit. It's just the ending was so out of left field for me that it just ruined the whole film together for me. Like, yeah. If that ending wasn't there, I would have probably given it a 4 out of 5. I'm not gonna lie. I was really into it.
I agree.
But yeah, anyway, I think
sometimes you gotta stick the landing.
I agree. I think we've said all you've had to say. We just kind of talked about the ending for like 30 minutes. But
fuck this movie now.
Anyway, Nick, you wanna wrap this up?
Yeah, thank you guys for listening. If you watched this movie, let us know what you guys thought. Did you like the ending? Did you like this movie overall? Also, let us know what you thought about any of the news that we talked about. If you're excited for any trailers or any actors coming into new projects. If you want to stay updated with news, go follow us on Instagram at Cosmic Kickback. Same handle on Twitter, Reddit. We're on Discord. Oh, we're on Threads too. Go follow us on there, Facebook, all that good stuff. And if you also want to follow us on Letterboxd, our personal letterboxes are going to be down below, so you can watch what we've been watching and shit.
You can see.
Get you ready for the reviews. Oh yeah, dude, my one-liners go crazy.
I usually will try and review it and not drop a one-liner, but yes.
Dude, because you got to sit there and be like, damn. It's kind of like an assignment, but like not really. Because if I really like the movie, like I'm just gonna start fucking jotting my thoughts down. But yeah, we always drop funny reviews there, so make sure to go follow us. And thank you guys for listening, and we will see you guys in the next episode where hopefully we're gonna be talking about Heretic with Christian.
Yes, sir.
Be on the lookout for that.
All right,
later, guys.